Something happens to you when you leave this town. The farther away, the hazier it all gets. But me, I never left. I remember all of it.
This movie kind of scared the crap out of me and also made me laugh, like all put together. And I think that's kind of Stephen King. So I'm gonna ask you guys first, what's your favorite Stephen King adaptation or just book by itself?
I like Misery.
Misery?
I think the scariest book is Pet Sematary because you really get into the emotion of what they're feeling and the grief of what they're feeling. But I love Misery.
Yeah.
Book or the film?
Both. I mean, Kathy Bates and, it's heartbreaking. Also, Misery Chastain. And when I was reading the book, that's amazing, right? So but when I was reading the book, I was like, oh my gosh, someone else has the name Chastain.
Amazing.
I was
And
imagining
she's
myself.
A psycho.
No, she's not Misery. Chastain, the heroine
Character.
from his books.
Yeah.
And then that's why she kept saying, you can't kill Misery Chastain.
Thank goodness for that.
I don't want her, Smith! I want her! And you murdered her!
Misery's a big one for me too. I love the adaptations Stand By Me,
Of course. That's
which
great.
is sensational.
Yeah.
I also love Stephen King's On Writing, which is his kind of personal book about how he brings all this to life.
Yeah, it's really interesting because I feel like so many scenes from the book are so like burned in people's brains.
Yeah.
Like by the time we get to the movie, you kind of have to go crazy. And like one of the scenes is the grandmother scene. I will go ahead and say, yeah. So talk about that scene because like it lit up the internet the minute the trailer landed, and everyone just kept talking about #naked grandma.
I was shocked actually when I saw the first trailer. I was like, wow, they are putting the scene up front. They're like doing it. Like, no, spoiler alert, it's spoilers. But that woman, what was her name, the actress? She was so incredible. She was just amazing. And she was like up for anything. Andy was directing us and he would throw stuff out and he'd be like, freeze. And so I'd be reacting to her going like that. And then he'd be like, now go. Like he was really the conductor of that
When
scene.
I first saw that trailer, I was like, for sure that's an edit where she freezes.
No.
But then, yeah, you guys told me that it's all in the performance.
You can see her breathe a little bit when she's freezing. It's amazing.
Real quick, I have to say the blood scene.
Yeah,
Did
I
you
know.
get like a chance to do that together? Like, how did y'all pair that up between the blood and
We
the dirt?
did actually. I mean, I shot the blood tank section way early when we first started shooting, and then
I was there though. I was hovering.
Yeah, you came to
in the
watch.
studio.
It was a little,
Because it was such a full-on thing to
Yeah.
have to do that I wanted to make sure that she came out alive.
Aww.
Was that the
Right.
scariest thing to film? Like, what was the scariest thing to either film or watch from these films? Like, if you can pick like a moment that was either like scary filming it or maybe just watching it on screen.
I mean, it was scary to watch her do that scene because this blood was rushing in and it was this tight space. So it was really Jessica on her own, you know?
Yeah.
So if anything happened, it would be a tough one to get you out.
Yeah, there was no really visibility. So every time I submerged, because it was quite deep, I did have that feeling of like, if something happens, you know, no one's gonna really know where I am in this tank. Wow. So that was a bit scary.
Well, it played on screen very well.
This meeting of the Losers Club has officially begun.
First of all, though, guys, what was the movie that scared you as a kid? Because I have a feeling that whatever you got scared first as a kid, that's what's going to scare you for forever.
Ooh, Anthony Hopkins in Magic.
Oh yeah, Magic was good.
Yeah, you got me.
James?
Exorcist.
That's awesome.
Friedkin, yeah.
I heard Fright Night, the original Fright Night, there was a scene in the original Fright Night that scared me a lot. And then the first Evil Dead movie. And then I know it's a famous one, but really the Anthony Perkins coming down the stairs at the end of Psycho dressed as is terrifying.
Yeah.
That really scared me.
I've never gotten to the end of Psycho. Isn't that weird?
I just told you it.
Oh.
Mine was Night of the Living Dead, and I just remembered earlier. The Wizard of Oz is actually strangely terrifying.
Wow.
When I was a kid, when I first saw it, it's like
Yeah, I
it
could
was
see like
unsettling.
under the age of 8, that one would
Yeah,
be terrifying.
The great and powerful Oz!
So you guys all got to see the first movie before you got cast, and so did it scare you? Were you scared at any of them? Were any of the scenes in this one where you're saying to yourself, like, it's kind of terrifying? Because that ending scene scared the crap out of me.
I like the scene where he's down in the basement in the first film, where he goes down sideways and then just kind of slowly pulls back out of that.
I liked in the first one when he came out of the refrigerator, and then when we got to we got to reprise it in this one. I got really excited when we came on set and the refrigerator was there because I really liked that scene.
I don't really get scared of that type of stuff. I like now as like an adult, more like I was telling yesterday, like Japanese horror really scares me.
Yeah, like Audition.
Audition. That was the actually that was
a tough one. That was the only movie I've ever seen people. It was one of the few movies I've seen people pass out in.
Yeah, that's the type of stuff where I'm like, I can't deal with this.
Or like French does that too, like Raw, that vegetarian.
Oh, I saw that movie.
Oh,
man.
Raw's awesome.
Was Raw good?
Cinematic.
Yeah.
Yeah, Raw's really cool. You guys should check it out.
Anyone from you like that you particularly remember like scaring the crap out of you from this one?
From the first one?
Or this one?
Or this one? Yeah, actually, you know, it's funny that moment when in the first one when he pulls back and his eyes roll back on his head was actually that was kind of that was also unsettling. But I just love the first movie also for the exact opposite of the horror, which I actually felt like the nostalgia and like the very like Stand By Me kind of like innocence there was that was what was really cool.
Wait a second, is Raw the one where they have accidents and then they cause road
Yeah,
accidents?
they cause road
that was awesome. Yeah.
Cool.
So the Jabba the Hutt. So first of all, did you guys get to like? Are you improvising all of it? Is it all written? Because the Jabba the Hutt impersonation, I have to feel like either Andy wrote that for you or you just wanted to do it.
I think I just did it, and then I also did another.
We did a lot of other stuff. We did Andre the Giant.
I did Andre the Giant.
Yeah, that was funny.
You want to give me what Stefan would say for Derry's hottest nightclub?
No.
I knew it. I didn't want to ask it. I'm sorry. It's my job.
We made an oath.
I swear. If it isn't dead, if it ever comes back, we'll come back to it.
We didn't stop it.
Pennywise.
So, did you guys, like, I heard from the other kids, y'all didn't get your car from the previous film. I heard you guys were going to get a car. Yeah.
Yes, no car was given.
Oh, yeah, nope.
Right? I kind of forgot.
Are y'all mad about this?
Yeah.
Like,
Yes, I got a license for that purpose.
You got...
Yeah, so you can get your
I'm
own
getting
car.
mine in November.
Hey, hopefully your car
Finn's
comes.
never gonna drive.
You're never going to do too much of a New Yorker?
Did you get your...
I have my permit. I don't have my license yet.
I failed my permit test twice.
Really?
Well, yeah, well, you can do it again.
That's
Yeah,
tough.
I'll do it again. You can do it as many times as you want. So.
Well, if you guys film another, then you can talk about that because, like, from the first one to this one, you guys have done so much. I mean, you guys have like a whole bunch of stuff going on and Stranger Things and like all of these different projects. So when y'all got back together, what was it like? Did y'all have to catch up on everything you were doing?
No,
we talk.
We basically talk every day. So.
Oh my gosh, really?
So, just like us being in person again, just reconfirming that Finn is now taller than me. It's weird.
Right.
So.
Every time we come back, like I used to be the tallest. Can you believe
Yeah.
that? It was so weird, and now
So
it's
weird.
like, bro, I look up to them.
Aw. Well, I mean,
Physically
everyone goes to different spurts.
Like, and then Sophia's gonna be the tallest one day, and then
Oh
it's
no,
gonna be crazy.
Sophia, no.
Sophia's like 5 feet.
Sophia
Just
didn't
like
change. Sophia
4'11".
stayed the same.
So, real quickly though, I was gonna ask you guys, since this is a film about like being scared, and was there anything in the first one or even this one that like terrified you specifically?
Terrified. Nothing terrified us.
Okay.
Just probably the fear of just us being separated forever and ever.
I think the one thing that actually scared me, it didn't scare me when we shot it because I wasn't in the scene, but when Pennywise comes out the water and they had the effect on him, like where he's like disintegrating, that actually was really scary. Like, I never saw it until we saw it in theaters.
What's it like working with Bill? Is he?
It's great.
He's like the chillest on set. Like, well, I should say Bill Skarsgard as Pennywise.
He is the chillest as he can be.
Except for before a take when he's
goes
getting
crazy.
in character, he's like it's scary. Like you feel like you're gonna get.
That's the scariest thing on set.
You feel like you're gonna die.
The last thing I guess I'll ask you guys, is there a specific Stephen King adaptation that you particularly love?
Well, The Shining's a classic.
Yeah, of
obviously. Oh, and in the 70s,
Green Mile.
is amazing. Green Mile's amazing.
Really good.
Many.
I forget that's him.
Stand By Me is
Shawshank.
really good.
Stand By Me. Stand By Me.
Actually,
Thank
Shawshank.
you.
Yeah.
first question, guys. On the first, I heard you guys were supposed to get a car if the film was certified fresh or made a certain number at the box office.
I forgot about that.
Was gonna buy you a car, right?
We were?
That's true.
How do you remember that?
From the
Thank
producer.
You didn't.
Seth was gonna give us a car, right?
Yeah, the producer was gonna give us a car. He
I
owes
remember
us
that.
all cars.
So you didn't get your car.
No.
Oh
I
my
mean-
gosh, I totally forgot. What,
I mean,
what
you
did we
gotta
ask
say
for,
something
Fiat?
to him about that. Like,
Yeah,
it's
we gotta
fighting
call him
words,
out.
right? Where's your car?
Yeah.
Where's my car? Seth.
You should ask for a bigger car.
I think we asked for a Fiat. I think we asked
Yeah.
for
A 2019
Should I ask for like a
It was like
Dodge
a, it was like a
Mustang
Honda or
convertible.
something.
I want
Now
a
you-
Dodge Ram.
Now you gotta get a Tesla. Like, get the top of the line Tesla
Oh
and
yeah,
make
we
him like
duck
ball it
down.
out.
Model X.
Other thing,
A
you
duck
guys-
horn carburetor and stuff. Oh, I just made that up.
You guys have done a lot since the first one filmed. I mean, Sharp Objects, and you got The Lodge coming out, and Knives Out, and Are You Afraid of the Dark, and Shazam,
Lodge.
of course. Everybody's doing a ton of stuff.
We are.
So what was it like getting back together? Did y'all like do like a quick like recap? Like I did this, da-da-da. Like what was it?
They all know.
Yeah,
We
we're all we've
Yeah.
all spent so much time
I'm
together
so
in
happy that
between
you got
the
The
first and the
Lodge.
second one. And
we talk a lot.
Yeah,
I mean, so we're always
Defending
pretty,
Jacob's gonna be so good.
we're always pretty we're always pretty updated on each other. So
Are you in that? I can't say that.
yeah.
Is it out?
Yeah, it's in there.
Okay.
So when you guys watched the first one, or if you've seen the second one, what was the scariest moment for you, either in the first one or in this coming one?
The first one was not, because we spent so much time making the movie, we were completely numb to everything.
But
I
like,
wasn't
for some,
scared once.
yeah.
The second one will probably be different. We haven't seen it yet.
Oh,
It's gonna be scarier. Because
It's
last
gonna
time
be
we actually
scary.
last time we did the experience.
Yeah, this one.
We did the
The
whole
experience.
experience. We did the haunted house thingy.
Yeah.
That's scary.
Yeah.
That was
scary.
fun.
I did it too, and I was very scared and,
It was
and
intense.
it's fun though.
So they made you guys a little younger in this one, like
I'm
de-aged.
excited. I'm skeptical. Ooh, I can't believe I
You
said
can't
that
say
wrong.
that.
A movie that I'm promoting. I'm skeptical that it will that I will sound good.
Really? What?
Because when I shot it, I felt so bad when I'm like walking away. They're like, Jack, you should have did your voice higher. I was like, I know. Because I had to do ADR and all this stuff, and I was like, oh, I didn't. I felt bad about not.
Your
doing my
voice
higher.
was so high during the first minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. The first movie, my voice was like Alvin and the Chipmunks. Jeremy.
My voice like dropped, and even ADR for the first one.
That's good.
They cut it in between lines, and it was like Dewey's not been the same. Johnson's our version. Like it was really bad. So I'm
Yeah,
curious to
exactly.
see how it's
Me
gonna
too,
turn
I'm
out
curious.
in the second one.
What about you, Sophia? Did
Yeah, my
Sophia has not changed.
I haven't changed physically. My voice changed a little bit, though I naturally have a deep voice, so especially even in the first it. What? Okay.
Jeremy did it first.
So I didn't have to change much, but I did have to do ADR to make my voice sound higher.
So with Bill Skarsgard on this one, did you guys like bond? Because I know like on the first one, like Andy kind of kept y'all separated a little bit. Were y'all able to like hang out with them and your older counterparts a little bit more?
Not really.
A little bit. We did the speed dating thing with all of the.
Oh, tell me about the
adults.
speed dating.
So we just basically, I think all of the young losers sat down, and we each had a table at a restaurant, and the adults kept switching.
I
And
don't
we got to
remember
talk to
like,
everybody.
switching. I feel like we just.
I don't remember switching either. I remember
think we just
talking
like
to James
switched like
and that's
once
it.
and then just like
Yeah.
sat there the whole entire time.
Okay, so real quick, give me one of the questions you asked, or one of the answers. Like, give me something that you asked during speed dating.
I don't know.
You don't remember?
I remember PJ Ransone told me that the Rolling Stones were a boy band.
I
The
remember.
Rolling
I remember
Stones are a
that
boy
too.
band. He's like, the Rolling Stones are a boy band. They're not even that good.
Wow, that's shots fired.
Shots fired.
I don't remember like what we asked. I feel like we just had like a good
Isn't
conversation.
every
but
band a boy band though? Sorry.
If they're made up of boys.
but like Jay Ryan has been through some like crazy stuff.
Yeah,
I
he's a
won't.
goddess.
That's for later. But like, he's been through like so much stuff. Guy has.
A lot under his belt.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
on his belt, if you know what I mean.
Okay. I could see
tools.
that. That's a good, let's be honest, that's
Like
a
a
really
tool
great
belt.
like model. And y'all look the same. Like I feel like your
The eyes
eyes
are
like
insanely
it's
uncanny, yeah.
insane. So
Yeah.
you got time.
27 years. I dreamt of you. I craved you. I've missed you.
Andy, first of all,
Yeah.
congratulations on the film. I loved it. It made
Thank
me
you so
laugh
much.
through
Yeah.
terror, if that's like a thing.
Yeah.
But I really want to start with the fact that like that naked granny scene, like let's just say it, like that scene from like y'all put it in the trailer and like put it out there, but then you see it in the movie and you're like, oh my gosh. So talk about it.
Yeah, it's pretty intense.
Yeah.
Yeah, it all has to do with unpredictability, you know, and the way we shot that. I'm pretty experimental when it comes to like those kinds of scares where the fear comes from an unnatural movement or in the back or a silhouette that moves in a weird way. I've been doing that for a long time. Even in Mama, you can see that I'm like in the backstage. I'm like puppeteering the actors with ropes and strings. I didn't puppeteer the actress Joan Gregson on this one. She did it by herself, but I did ask her to walk back and forth. So there's reverse action where she walks back and forth, and she's completely naked. It was a closed set, so nobody actually saw it except for me. But she's phenomenal. She's incredible. She was game for everything. She understood the tone of humor and horror in the scene, which is a very weird balance.
Yeah. And I would say that that's like in everything from the adults, like first of all, just casting these new adults, because just the casting set the internet on fire when you announced those names, and people were doing fan edit drawings, like people were going nuts. So.
Well, I was excited too. I was on fire too when finally, I started to get all the actors that I wanted in the movie. So I was like backflipping.
So how did you go about selecting them? Were you just like, okay, these were my 4 from the beginning, and you just knew?
In my mind, of course, I wanted to create a cast that had like physical similarities to the kids. So that was a priority. But then, okay, I want to work with my favorite actors in the industry, and Jessica was one of them. James McAvoy, incredible. Bill Hader is the funniest guy on earth, and also he's like capable of doing like incredible dramatic work.
Yeah, I would say like he definitely has a lot of hero moments in this and a lot of humor, and he said that like some of it was him, but like you wrote a lot of that for him. So talk about that.
Well, things like really grew, on the set. On set, sometimes it's a living organism, like a movie. It's not that you write a script and then you shoot what's on the pages. And that's one of the probably most valuable learnings as a director, that I'm still on that curve. That is like, this is ongoing, and it's ever growing creative process that you have to draw from yourself, but also from your work with the actors, and sometimes the dialogue, just the brainstorming on a scene or the scene itself, takes it to another level. And with all the actors happen, but with Bill, because he's such a comical genius, that was probably a little magnified.
All right, they're wrapping, but real quick, what's your favorite Stephen King adaptation besides your own?
It's it. No, The Shawshank Redemption is a movie that I love a lot.
That's a good one.
Yeah.